All right, everybody, what's up? It is Killebrews and Microbrews episode number 4. It's been a long time coming. I assume that Four Leaf got a bunch new Killebrews probably since the last time we did this.
We got a stack, buddy. We got a stack.
Right. So first thing
we're gonna have to do a lot more of these episodes.
That's a good thing. So first thing we're going to do is you can show off your beer, and then I'll show off mine, and then we'll dive into the Killebrews.
That sounds like a plan to me. Actually, we have some unfinished business because I was giving away cards and we never picked winners for those.
Oh.
So let's just check that off here while we're actually giving some time for some people to pop into the live stream. I don't know if you can see anybody coming in here yet or no.
Shows we got 2 watchers.
Oh, they're just sitting there creeping.
I didn't advertise. I advertised that it was going to be on your channel, and then when I found out it was going to be on my channel, I went and quickly deleted my advertisement so people weren't confused.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably 600 people over at my channel are just wondering what's going on.
I'm sure.
Or not. Anyway, episode 1, I can't even remember if I'll have to go back and watch it, but I wrote down the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that wrote comments. So the odds are good, guys. And we'll have another giveaway for this video too. I think the easiest way to do it, I was going to try to write everybody down and pick them on a hat, but I got this multifaceted die. I think we'll just roll for everybody, and let's say whoever's got the highest number will be the winner. Episode 2 is pretty easy. There's just one guy, Rick Osborne, so he's a winner. And then we'll do episodes 1 and 3 right here. So episodes 1, it was Dustin Bellinger, Cash and Dad, Reindeer Studios, Burke Knowledge, and Sports Card Detour. I am going to roll for Dustin Bellinger right now. That's a 4. It's a lucky 4. Lucky 4. On Scotty Arania's, I gave him that die, and I wrote Leaf underneath it, so it's 4 Leaf. That should be like an instant win. But anyway, okay, let's roll for Cash and Dad. 7, lucky 7. I don't know if you guys can see that. You have to trust me. It's just for like a 50-cent Harmon Killebrew card, so I don't think we're, what's those guys that opened up that $20,000 card, and I forgot they were at the National, the crazy young guys that have mullets and stuff. You remember who's them? Who are those guys? Anyway, who cares, right? That's the point. Who cares? But anyway, we're honest here at Dustin and Blake and 4-leaf cards. Let's roll them for Reindeer. Oh, we got a 1. Wah, wah, wah. I'm looking at Scott's comments, and normally he's just giving me crap, but I did notice that he made a comment here. My dollar box video there last night or whatever, he had given me some of those, so I got to set the record straight on that at some point. I think the Fergie Jenkins and the Nomar. I was kind of wondering why I had those cards in there, and it turns out Scott gave them to me. So Scott, I'm sorry if you're watching this, but you got a 1, so you're out of the running. All right, Burke Knowledge got a 6. That's a 6. Man, these are low numbers. I think it's a 20-sided die, and we haven't got anybody over 7 here. So right now, Cash and Dad's in the winner.
Cash and Dad.
Sports Card Detour. Here we go. Man, another 6. So not good enough to win. Cash and Dad won it with a 7. Who would have thought that? Not me. That's crazy. Okay, so that's episode 1. I can't remember what card it was. It's one of these cards here. I don't know. I'll go back and make sure we get you the right card. But anyway, all right, episode 2, Rick Osborne, you are a winner. You're the only one that left a comment on my video, so I thank you, sir, for your very special comment. Episode 3, I had Jay's Mix. Let me write these down. Jay's Mix, Autographs, 2000. Some of these guys got long names. Book of Festus, Kyle. Then somebody called Love Rules. I didn't even check to see if it was a real comment, but whatever. And good old Reindeer again. He's always leaving comments here. Like I said, it's mostly just to give me heck. But anyway, all right, I'm going to roll for Jay's Mix right now. Man, 1. Boy, I tell you what, if I was at the craps table, you just keep going with the low numbers. All right, here we go. Autographs, 2000. 17. Okay, that's a strong number. That's a strong number. Okay, Book of Festus. Here we go. 14. 14. Now I'm rolling high. I guess if you're at the craps table, you'd be losing money right now. Love rules. 12. Well, isn't that amazing? I'm rolling all low and now I'm rolling all high. All right, reindeer, here you go. What is that? Son of a gun, he got an 18.
Oh boy.
He's a winner. All right, reindeer, it's fair and square. So Cash and Dad, do you have their address? I don't think I have their address, but
I don't think so.
And Dad. So Cash and Dad, we need to figure out your address. Shoot one of us an email at the very least. Reindeer, I know where you live, and Rick Osmond, I've sent you stuff, so I have your address as long as it's still the same. So there we go.
I just want to say hi to everybody who's in here. Jay, Dean, B. Phil. When we're doing these, we don't really respond to the comments that much, just because we're so busy, full of ourselves. So if we don't say hello to somebody that pops in, we're not being rude. We're just doing our thing.
But backyard breaks, that's it. Oh my gosh, thanks for putting that up there. Those guys are nuts. I can't believe people still get breaks from them. And I saw the other day somebody like did a break with them and they stole their card again. So it's like, you guys are
man,
who does this shit? I don't know. Sorry for my language, but anyway. All right. Forget about backyards breaks. We're gonna do some beer here, which is much more important. I've got a nice microbrew out of Pennsylvania. I've been to their facility. I know I started out some of the microbrews here with some real heavy hitters, like ranked number 1 or top 10 in like the world. This one I think is ranked like down like number 23,000 or something. But it's a brewery I've been to, and it's a pretty good beer. I can feel pretty good recommending it. It's a 9.5% alcohol. Let me bring it up here. I was looking at something else.
I'm starting to think you're a lush.
I know, man. I get these big 9.5, these big 9+ beers.
Got some pretty light beers here today.
The last one, man, the chocolate stout, man, I was buzzing on that one. I thought maybe I've got a bunch of beers and I picked this one for some reason. I'm like a glutton for punishment. But it's called Golden Monkey, and the first time I had this, I was actually working with a customer, and he said, "Hey, let's go to the brewery, cut our day a little bit short, and have a beer." I said, "Okay." Twist my arm, you know. The nose is loaded with a Belgian yeast character, banana, clove, and isoamyl. The body is equally fruity with light, earthy hop character. It's characterized as a boozy beer with a dry finish. Pours a deep gold. Let's see what these guys have to say here. Let's pour it out here. Pours a deep gold with a slight amber hue to it, with just an inch of head that lasts for around 5 to 10 minutes. So we're going to test that out. Let me just give a little tilt here so I don't get too much head. Ooh, I should probably let you guys see. Oop, I got to put that into frame there. Come on now, 4-leaf. I'm going to give it a little head here right now and see if we can open it up. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a lot of head. Yep. Okay. I'm getting a little bit of the banana. That's interesting. Clove, coriander, certain peppery spice, slight hints of banana, and bubble gum. Just a touch of alcohol lingering in the nose, which is very true. This reviewer knows what they're talking about. I am getting the banana pretty strong. Very sweet, but just a short step of being cloying. Spices really pop with this one. So let's, here's the head's kind of settling down there.
Looks good. Sounds very interesting.
Oh, yep. There's definitely some spice to it. The banana's strong on the nose. Just a hint of kind of that banana fruitiness on the taste buds. That's a pretty good beer. I like it. It's a triple, so it's a Belgian triple ale.
Okay.
And again, 9.5% alcohol, and its ranking is not that great on the Beer Advocate. It's like 200 in the triple category or something, but it's got a story for me, so it's
well, that's all beer snobs that are on there anyway, right?
I know. This is a good beer. I'm happy with it, and I'll tell you what. It was the summertime when we stopped our work short that day. Went in there and had one of these, and it was it's one of those beers that just pretty refreshing on a warm summer day. And I'll tell you right now, it's 9.5% alcohol, and you think, whoa, that's kind of boozy, but you don't know it's there. You do not know it's there. And this is one of those ones that'll sneak up on you. So, and this bad boy is a 19.2 fluid ounce. So if I finish this tonight, I'm going to be feeling pretty good.
Okay.
There you go.
Right,
that's mine. That's mine. What do you got on your end?
Well, I got 2 beers today because I figured I got a summer style beer and like a fall style beer. So the first one I'm going to start off with is a Summit Cabin Crusher. You got Paul Bunyan there, Babe the Blue Ox, proudly brewed in St. Paul, Minnesota. The Twins Pills that I did on a previous episode was also from Summit. This is a Kolsch style ale with lime. Traditional Kolsch style ale brewed with fresh lime peel and puree, plus citrus forward hops, low in alcohol, lightly hopped, and high in carbonation. Cabin Crusher is perfect for hot days in cabin country. Pairs well with burgers, brats, hot dogs, chicken, or walleye. It has an ABV of 4.8 and an IBU of 25.
Man, sign me up.
Supposed to be drinking in a Pilsner glass or from the can with a koozie on, it says.
Those are 2 very different things, but okay.
So there's mine. Pretty heady there on that pour, but...
What's going on, Jet Man? Thanks for popping in. Beer, he says. That's what I'm saying.
It smells very citrusy.
It says citrus forward hops and lime zest.
Oh yeah, it tastes like a sour beer almost.
Huh.
But probably a little lighter than most sours. But yeah, I don't know, it was like 70 degrees here today. I could definitely see this being one that would be really good if it was a nice 85 degrees and sunny out.
That's
this
what we
one
had
would
here
go down
today,
pretty
man.
damn quick.
My wife had me out working, cracking the whip, mowing the lawn, weed whacking, taking the garden down. That's the kind of beer I needed today.
Yeah.
I was pounding lemonades. I'm not going to lie.
Is shandy beers pretty popular over there? Or?
You know, we don't really do too many shandies. When I was out in the Midwest, there was lots of shandies. You get that, like Leinenkugel.
Yeah,
that was like
people.
Summer shandy from Leinenkugel. That
Yep.
was a beer that we all just drank in the summertime.
People love those here, and I'm not a big shandy guy. I love lemonade and I love beer, and I just prefer to keep them separate.
Yeah, I guess that. Well, you're drinking a lime beer right now.
I know.
So I'm not sure how to take that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess this one seems a lot heavier than like summer shandy. And maybe it's not much on as far as ABV, but you know, it's like there's more to it. It's like a heavier, on the palate.
So maybe it's not the perfect summer cabin crushing beer.
It's pretty good.
Well, when you're up at the cabin, maybe you need a little more sustenance.
Maybe
a little heavier beer. Jetman says he's on his 4th Yingling Oktoberfest. He also says orange shandies are a perfect breakfast beer. I won't argue that.
Let's see your first Killebrew. We'll dive into
what I got here. Okay, so listen, it's been a while since. Yeah, did I not show that before? I can't remember.
I think you showed that on one of your national videos.
I can't remember, but one of these episodes you asked me if I had an autograph, and I said no, not yet, but I lied. I did have it in my Perez Steel collection. But I am working on another little autograph project for Killebrew here. But anyway, okay, just a reminder, we're going to do probably about 7 cards each, I think, 7, 8, whatever it is. I don't know how many got here, but because I didn't have a whole lot of Killebrew, and this is part of the cool part of doing this, is the goal was to add a bunch of Killebrews to my collection. So a lot of, for me, a lot of newer stuff. And my goal each time is to show a shiny one and to stretch myself a little bit to try to show a playing days one. So I'm going to start off with my shiny one. This is a 2011 Topps Tribute. It's a blue variety, and it's numbered out of 199. It's numbered 195 out of 199. It's super shiny.
Ooh, I love Topps Tribute.
It is super shiny, man. I can't even describe how shiny this thing is. This camera is not even giving it half its due. Absolutely beautiful card. Nothing too fancy on the back, but the front is just whew.
And
the blue shades for that one.
The blue is a nice color for a Twins player, and
yep. There we go, like that. It's like a color match.
Okay, I was going to show a different one first, but since you showed that one, I figure I better go with my Topps Tribute that I had pulled out. So this one is from 2001, and it's just the base card, and it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous card.
Oh, I like that.
Such a nice set. They got some gold refractors and some other stuff, but I don't think they have as many colors as the newer sets. But man, can't beat that. That's just a base card, and it's like I said, tough to beat that.
Man, they knew how to do them back in the days.
Yeah. Did I show I don't know if I showed the back. Here's what the back looks like.
Okay, that one's very prominent with the number 3.
And it says it's retired numbers. So it says number retired by the Twins, 1974.
Man, I'm telling you what, this beer's going down smooth here. I'm going to top her off here a little bit. Oh, that's a good pour right there. It's actually suggested that you drink it slightly warm to really open it up, but I like my beer cold. But anyway, I got a little bit of an upper deck run here, and actually this will be, I think we'll do, this is the one that we'll give away. It is the national pastime. Let me see. Golly, man, they put the dates on there so darn small. I think it says 2001 upper deck, so it's got some gold foiling on there. Trying to get the gold to go, but a kind of a black and white picture there. It's just got a little bit of info back on Harmony Killebrew. I've been, as part of this, I've been kind of reading Killebrew's book, The Ultimate Slugger, and some really cool stories in there. So just, I'm going to be honest, I haven't really gotten too far away. Here's the card we'll give away, but let me get it out of the way of this beer here. They were gonna put the town where he's from, Payette, Idaho, I believe, they were gonna put their dome in their school. They were gonna paint it like a baseball. It was like a big white dome over the gymnasium. They're gonna paint it with stitches from a baseball, and then put his signature, his autograph, kind of in the sweet spot on it, and the kids in the school were like totally against it because by the time that he had gotten into the Hall of Fame and he's old, like they never seen him play, right? So they're like, no, we don't want that on the damn school. So they like petitioned, all the kids in the town petitioned against it, and it didn't happen. So the people that were trying to get that to go, they kind of made a kind of like an Idaho Hall of Fame, Sports Hall of Fame kind of thing instead. So, but it's just funny, like they were going to honor him at his high school, and basically they nixed it. And as soon as and if you read about Harmon and his personality, he's such a nice guy. As soon as he found out that people didn't want it to happen, like, it wasn't unanimous, he backed out of it. He's like, nope, not a good idea. Let's cancel it. So just pretty kind of a cool story.
Yeah, that definitely is sounds like Harmon. So the one that I have is a big one. And when I say big one, I mean it's literally big in size.
Big one. Big one.
It is a 1958 through 61 J Publishing photo. And I have it here in a PSA 6.
That is a big
And
one.
as you can see, there's the normal card and a top loader. And that's why I had that big beer mug here, because I wanted something to lean this on. And so I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys to see it. But he's in his Washington Senators uniform there. And yeah, I just think it's a really cool item. This, I actually got it from Dustin Bellinger. And I had it up on top of our China hutch in the dining room. And I can't remember the circumstances, but I bumped it or something and it fell down and the slab broke. And so I sent it in to get re-slabbed, and it was really expensive. And I kind of wish that I hadn't gotten it re-slabbed, because they kind of, I don't know, it's probably hard to see, but they kind of cut it, like crooked a little bit down there at the bottom, and it bothers me whenever I look at it. And it's like, ah, shit, I paid $30 just for them to re-slab it, and they didn't even get it right.
That stinks. 25 Perez, thanks for popping in, buddy. All right, my next one here, and I think I picked up the Brooks Robinson. Hey, get out. This kid's go to bed. I told you, we had an over-under. If the kids were going to, my chair faces away from the door. And we had an over-under, Dustin and I did, about if they were going to come down and scare the poop out of me. Well, they did. Jeepers creepers, man. It's like having goblins downstairs here. Anyway, I think I picked up the Brooks Robinson of this at the National in the dollar box. It's the Endless Summer from Upper Deck. Lots of shine on this bad boy. Let's see.
Where's Pepino Man when you need him?
So shiny. I don't know how he says that so high. I can't say it. I can't read these things. I'm getting old. Why do they put the darn dates so small on these things? The back. One of the most powerful hitters of all time, it says. The Endless Summer.
I don't think I have that one.
Oh, boy.
It's a nice looking one.
Sounds like the laundry's done, too. Sorry for the background noise, but you guys will notice that you haven't heard the smoke alarm beeping. So it finally died.
Yeah.
Still don't know where it is. It's in a box somewhere. Anyway. Oh, man.
I have a 2004 Donruss. There was a bunch of Donruss sets in the early 2000s. I'm not sure if this is playoff or just regular Donruss. This is a sportscaster. So there used to be these in the 70s. I think they put out these sportscaster cards, and they're bigger. They're like, I don't know, like closer to a postcard size than this, but this is a normal size card. And this one is numbered 53 out of 65.
Out of 65, man. Are those the ones
says,
that
Minnesota's most accomplished
varieties.
slugger, Killebrew, owns or shares 9 of the 10 highest single season home run totals in franchise history. And his 559 long balls with the club are 266 more than the nearest challenger. He topped the American League in homers on 6 occasions. I don't think that that first sentence is still true. I think since Brian Dozier and Nelson Cruz both hit in the 40s, he doesn't have 9 of 10, but he's still probably got like 7 of 10.
The guy was a beast. This is my point, though. I didn't have hardly any Killebrew cards in my collection. It's just like, man, the guy was a beast. I was reading through that book too, and there's a little passage in there that said the kids were playing. They always played outside in the front yard. I'm sure their yard wasn't that big, and some of the neighbors, and I think the mom too. It's different stories coming from different people. But they're out there running around, all those boys. I think there's 3 boys and a girl in the family, but the 3 boys are out there rolling around and tearing up all the grass. And his dad said, well, we're not growing grass, we're growing boys. So who cares? Basically, who cares about the grass? Thought that was kind of a cool statement. Just kind of show you who his dad was. Here's another upper deck one. I think it's from 2005, but I can't remember. But it's another upper deck one, black and white. Got a little bit of a silver foil kind of around it. Just showing him there in the pose there. I don't know if that must be spring training. That's spring training. I see Don Fields of Dream. He's got a pretty cool video about like the pictures that go on the cards. I haven't watched it yet, but I thought that was kind of a cool idea, is to try to find the actual pictures that made up the cards. But there's a nice black and white one of Old Harmon there. Another upper deck. So we got a couple upper decks going on here.
Okay. Well, I finished my beer, so I'm going to grab my second one here.
Okay. Yep. You got your second one.
And this one is a Three Sheeps. This one's from Three Sheeps Brewing, which is in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. This is an Oktoberfest Märzen beer. And it's got a nice little Oktoberfest scene on the can.
Boy, yours.
And if you don't know what a Märzen beer is, now over in Germany, it's illegal to brew a beer from late April through September, or like early or mid-September. So the last batch that they did it in March, and they made it higher in alcohol content, higher in hops, and higher in malt to make it last longer. And it was normally stored in like basements and things like that. And in order to it was ready by Oktoberfest, which took place in September. So that's what a Märzen beer is. This is an ode to traditional German beers that laid the foundations for what we brew and drink today. It is a light-bodied and easy-drinking lager with pleasant caramel notes, making the perfect beer to ring in the changing of seasons. As a multi-flavor profile with a 5.5% alcohol and a 15 IBU.
Man, yep. Ooh, look at that. Three sheeps. If you have too many of those, you'll be 3 sheeps to the wind.
Yeah, I love Oktoberfest beers. Oktoberfest is a big deal at our house. We try to go to a different celebration every year. And so I love Oktoberfest beers. I love amber lagers and amber ales, and this fits the bill. So very delicious. You can taste those caramel notes. It's a little bit bitter, but I like it. So for my card, I have this 67 tops Twin Terrors with Harmon and a very, very underrated slugger, Bob Allison. He was a really good player for the Twins for a lot of years, and really doesn't get the appreciation that he deserves. He was one of those guys that had those numbers that today teams want, like your OBS or OPS or whatever. He never really was like a super high batting average guy. He was always in the 270s to 290s, somewhere like that. But he had a lot of home runs, a lot of walks, and he was a great player.
I needed some walks on my fantasy team today, boys. We're in our playoffs, and I was getting my butt smacked. And man, it's tied up right now. I needed some walks. It's crazy. Anyway, Uh, 1982 Tops Cracker Jack. It's a food issued one, so nice Cracker Jack. He just looks like a little kid there. I don't know. He
It's
just
definitely
looks so
not the most flattering picture
looks
of
so
him.
happy. He looks like he's had a couple of. It looks like he's 3 sheeps to the wind. He probably wasn't, but somebody probably just told him a really corny joke, you know?
Yeah. That's a cool. I love the borders to those cards. It's just pretty cool.
With the actual Cracker Jack popcorn in there.
Yeah.
It's a little Cracker Jack logo there. It's kind of a standard 80s background. Early 80s. One of the most outstanding sluggers of his day. We should read the backs of these. It seems like every single one says he was one of the most outstanding sluggers of his day. Oh, geez, that's why we put it in top loaders, or at least penny sleeves. So there you go, 82 right. Cracker Jack, card number 5.
I have another food issue here.
Ooh,
so mine is a 1963 Post cereal.
Ooh, nice.
Hand cut card. And of course, they have the blank back. They're cut out of the cereal box. This one says the first bonus player ever signed by the Twins, formerly Senators, was Harmon Killebrew, under recommendation of late Senator Herman Welker of Idaho. He has played first base, second base, and third base, as well as outfield position, which he played in 1962. He led the Southern Association with 29 home runs in 1957, tied for lead in AL in 1959 with 42, and led in 62 with 48. He also led the AL in RBIs, 126. Harmon played the first All-Star games in 1959 and 1961. I think what they mean by that is they had 2 All-Star games in that era. I believe they had one in the middle of the year and one at the end, I think.
Huh.
This one's good. This is more my style than that other one.
Did you finish that whole can of the other one?
Yeah.
Man, you're a professional. Jack Frost is here. What's up, Jack?
What's up, Jack?
Cracker. He says he's not a cracker, but definitely a Jack. Makes sense. All right, my turn. This is a 1982. We're going back to 82. Kramer Sports Promotions. Kind of an oddball.
Kramer Sports Promotion.
Yep.
It's one I definitely don't have.
Dun, 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 dun. You know me and my oddball stuff. Just one of those real simple backs. Great home run hitter. Harmon ranks 3rd on homers per times at bat with 573 lifetime home runs. 82 Kramer Sports Promotion. Series 3, number 69 of 90. And I can't remember if that's the Kramer that did all the Pacific stuff. Was it Pacific? He started out doing some of those weird things and then went to the Spanish versions. I'm pretty sure that's the same Kramer. He did a lot of minor league stuff. Kramer did. Because he didn't have licensing. But I don't know how he got away with doing that. He's got Twins on there. I don't know. It's kind of like a yellow.
There's a ton of unlicensed stuff like that, though, that came out in the especially in the late 80s. Those Broder type cards that were unlicensed, really cheaply made, but they have the team logos, and they're just like really fun to pick up if you're a player collector, a player from that era. Just good. I mean, they're not super valuable, but they're not, at the same time, they're not super common. So makes them kind of fun to collect.
Makes me feel pretty good when you say, I don't have that card.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this one here that I'm going to show is the latest Harmon that I picked up. and it is from 2004 SP Legendary Cuts, and it is a legendary swatch. Got that game used material. Let me colossal this. And it just has so much shine to it. It's really not doing it justice on the camera, but really nice, shiny, foily. It's a gorgeous card.
That's beautiful.
I love those game used. The good thing about collecting guys like Harmon, Kirby Puckett, they're passed away, and they're not coming out with player worn jersey cards. They don't take a jersey, put it on, and take it off, and then they put it in a card. Everything that's out there of them is used. So that's the one positive about that.
That is a beauty. Dean Gearhart, what's going on? How you doing tonight? St. Louis Cardinals fan, 1990, and Blue Jays fan. How are you doing? Thanks for popping in, guys. Just a little reminder, I'm drinking Victory Golden Monkey. It's going down pretty smooth. And Dustin's already got me beat. He's got 2.
Yeah, I'm on my second. We got 3 Sheeps Brewing Oktoberfest.
To be fair, mine's 9.5% alcohol, so that's like 2 in 1.
Yeah, yours is double. By the time I'm done with my 2 and you're done with that one, we'll be about the same probably.
My wife's going to wonder what the heck's going on with me, but anyway. All right, my turn again. This is the last one I got for the evening. I mean, I've got a stack. So we got to do this more often. It's a good time. Anyway, so here's my playing days one, 75. This is right at the end, man. 75 would be, is that his last? Because he went to the Royals, right, in 70.
Yeah, he didn't have a Topps card in the Royals uni.
Okay, so is this his last card then?
That's his last Topps card, yep.
Okay,
playing days card.
Bada bing, bada boom. I think it's kind of cool because I have a funny card collection where people are doing autographs or writing stuff down. So that fits right in there. He's writing. I don't know what he must be doing. He must be giving an autograph or something.
That's cool because I was very, very close. Like I was writing down a list of cards to grab. I wrote 75 Topps down. And then
he's got all his stats on there.
And then when I was looking, I saw that Bob Allison Twins Terror one. I'm like, I'm going to use that one instead.
Gotcha.
So, good thing I didn't grab that one. So, yeah, for my last one, as I said before, I want to show an autograph in every episode if I can. So this time I have the Hall of Fame plaque. Get the classic Harmon Auto there. And this one I bought on eBay raw. And, I don't know that it was legit. I sent it in. I love these labs. I don't know why. They're kind of, they're kind of a pain to store the things, but I don't know. For some reason, I just love the tall boy slabs and like the postcard size cards.
I
also learned recently.
Go ahead.
I
was just going to say I never really liked the plaque cards. There's something that rubs me the wrong way. But maybe you're going to give us some knowledge here that's going to change my mind.
Well, probably not. But I have learned recently that they print these. When they first started printing them, they didn't put a year, but now they put a year. And so if you're a player collector, there might be several different variations of these. So each year that they print them, and I don't know if they print every player every year. I think it depends upon how much stock the Hall of Fame has, because they sell these, I think, for 99 cents a piece at the Hall of Fame. So there might be several, and I would count them as unique cards if you have one that was printed in 1984 and one that was printed in 2001, whatever, and it had the copyright date on the back, I'd count that as a different card.
I'd say so.
So just learned that. So now I'm going to be on the lookout for all the Kirby ones.
Wow. Reindeer says he's got all the variations of the Alvaro Espinosa plaque card.
Yeah. That
Was
must be
that
the Hispanic Hall of Fame or something.
Hey, yeah, it must be. What's going on, buddy? Hey, you won something tonight. And I also gave you some props for giving me those cards in my video, but I'll have to make another video on it. Anyway, I'm out of cards. I'm also getting almost out of beer here.
I got a good third or better of a beer here in my glass still.
We got anything that needs chatting about?
I don't know. If these guys in here want to chat for a couple 10 minutes or so, I would chat with them. Any
what you guys got going on? Any questions or any things that are burning? Questions from you guys?
Said he really
Scott
thought
says
it was funny.
Yeah.
Funny that you forgot that he gifted you those cards. Is that what he means?
Yeah. I mean, in my defense, I had COVID. There was lots of late nights, and what happened is the cards got put in my luggage. You know, it's like we're trying to get out of there, and I got I'm feeling like crap on Sunday. I'm trying to get out of there, and I think I just put the cards, to keep them from just flopping around everywhere. I put them like in a little brown paper bag, and a brown paper bag was from the singles club. So when I pulled out the cards, I was like, oh, these are all my single club card. And I'm going, it's funny because like I don't really prep a whole lot, right? And I'm going through it. I'm like, man, why do we got multiple Fergie Jenkins in here? And I thought I already got this Nomar. Like, what's going on here? I don't know. I don't understand, And Scott's sitting there probably rolling around laughing. He's like, you bonehead, I gave you those cards. So I apologize, Scott. I do appreciate the cards. And, it had been 2 weeks and a lot of things had passed and everything was locked up. See, we left I packed all my cards into my big luggage and I let it set for a couple weeks just to make sure all the COVID was like, degraded. So I had like, I had all, you'll see, I'll have a bunch of videos. Like I got all these big cards. I'm talking like some big boys in there just sitting in my luggage for 2 weeks. And I can't look at them, And I don't know. I thought I did a good job trying to figure out what was what, but I missed that one. And I apologize, Scott. He says no apologies necessary, but yeah, apologies are necessary.
When you do your 4-leaf finders video, are you going to include me and Blake's in there on that video?
I think we had already recorded that one. So what happens, like I try to, you get a chunk of time on the weekend, right? So it's like I'll just make like 10 videos. Like I have like 30 or 35 videos that are already scheduled out. So like I have videos that are already made out into September or whatever. Well into September, into October actually. Actually, I think I have some videos that are scheduled to go in November.
I used to do that more often.
That's a way to go, man. I get a Saturday, like if all the kids are gone or whatever, I'll just whip out a bunch of stuff and I'll make like 10 videos and then I'll just schedule them. Yeah, I'm still waiting for Scott's 4-leaf $5 finder's fee. Believe it or not. So
I'm not sure if you'll like the one I sent you, but the one that Blake picked out. What's that?
We videoed that Saturday.
Okay.
So yeah. So thank you. No, we did like it. We loved it, man. These kids are coming back downstairs. Go to bed. Nope, go to bed. Go to bed. Oh man.
What's up, Sean?
What's up, Mr. Teaford? Yeah, I'm backlogged. I'm back. Well, I got my big problem is I filmed a bunch of videos before we went to the national, and I can't remember what the hell they were, so I can't. I don't want to title them and put them up. So I got to watch them all before I post them. So there's probably 6 to 10 videos that or before the national that at some point I need to post up there. Oh man, it's crazy. Scott says he's a slacker. Jay Pilon says he's an Oklahoman. I don't know what else is going on. Thanks for popping in, Sean. Good to see you. Well, everybody's popping in. How many watchers we got? Dude, these guys are wheeling and dealing now. Scott's trying to make a play for one of these something that Sean's got.
All right, well.
Spotty internet over at the Dustin house. Uh-oh. I'm in the show, but I might be in charge here in about 30 seconds. Whoa, trippy.
You guys entered the studio again?
Yeah, you're in. I can hear you.
What the hell? Well, of course, at least my internet lasted out until right towards the end. So,
yeah, I think you did pretty good.
I appreciate everybody that tuned in and watched, and I appreciate you for coming on my channel, even though that wasn't the plan.
It's all good. You know, episode 4, you know, could have been on the 4-leaf channel, but that's all right, man. When like I said, when life gives you a curveball, you slow down and hit it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, leave a comment on the recording of the video if you want to be entered in to win the Killebrew. We're trying to, I guess my goal is just to share the Killebrews out there so you guys can start a little Killebrew collection of your own. He's one of the hardest hitting batters of his time.
He hit a lot of home runs.
A lot of dingers.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, I guess I'm good. I'm going to finish off the last little bit of this beer, and I'm going to go spank the bottoms of my kids because they're not listening and still running around upstairs. I'm not sure where my wife is. Hopefully she's still alive.
Well, enjoy your Labor Day, everybody.
Thanks so much for popping in, everybody. Hey, I'll give you, if you're going to be open anything, best of luck to you. Don't forget to collect to connect. That's what we're doing tonight. Thanks, Blake, Dustin and Blake. And as always, you guys all have an awesome day. We'll catch you later.
And I will say the old school outro. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace. Dab.